Right, I really am here now. In the scorching sun of a June day, the Isle of Wight seemed to take an unofficial holiday today to honour the visit to the island of Prince Charles. His hectic day took him from the Needles to Newport and then to Ryde, as Tim Hurst now reports.
A helicopter of the Royal Flight brought Prince Charles to the island, flying in from the east for his first engagement at the Needles Old Battery. To mark his arrival, the Royal Standard was raised over the battery as the Prince was introduced to the first of several dozen dignitaries destined to shake his hand during the day. Then he went on to meet National Trust volunteers who are helping to restore the 19th century battery as part of Enterprise Neptune, the Trust's scheme to preserve Britain's unspoiled coastline. Then he was escorted by the Trust's chairman, Lord Gibson, to the very edge of the cliff and an uninterrupted view of the Needles with its lighthouse, a picture that the photographers were keen to record.
It's scenically suitable. I've been here since yesterday, trying to work it.
During his opening speech, the Prince was keen to praise the efforts of Enterprise Neptune.
Land in this country now seems to disappear at the rate of 30,000 acres a year as far as urban development is concerned. It is a very urgent task that faces the Enterprise Neptune organization.
Meanwhile, 14 miles away at Newport, the island's capital, the heat was beginning to tell on the thousands of people waiting for Prince Charles in St. James's Square. Every inch of window space and even rooftops were crammed with spectators awaiting his arrival. He was coming to unveil a bust of his great-uncle, the late Lord Louis Mountbatten, former governor of the Isle of Wight and a man who held a special place in the affections of islanders.
But it is a great pleasure for me to be able to unveil this as a small reminder of somebody who I admired and loved very much indeed. And I hope that when it's unveiled, it will prove to be a suitable likeness and will be approved by both Lord Mountbatten's daughters who are here with me today.
After the unveiling, there was a short prayer before the Prince went on the almost obligatory walkabout, collecting flowers and compliments from every quarter. He caught sight of some skinheads who picked one of the best vantage points before moving on to talk to a group of disabled people. At the same time, a 9-year-old girl, Samantha Poole from Brading, ran forward with a toy for the imminent royal baby. It was blue and pink. Then the noonday sun obviously began to have an effect on the Prince himself. A proffered glass of lemonade was greatly received. The landlord pointed out his sign, offering free beer to the Prince, apt enough on a day that was so hot the tar began to melt. Then he went on to the official naming ceremony of the Mountbatten Centre, a community project centred on Medina High School, conceived as a focus for the recreational, educational and cultural life. After visiting Ryde, Prince Charles left the island late this afternoon.
Busy day, he must be exhausted. Well, now today's cricket news, and in the county championship match at Southampton, Hampshire's fast bowler Malcolm Marshall took 5 for 48 as Lancashire were bowled out for 210. In reply, Hampshire reached 66 for 3 with their captain Nick Pocock 35.